Bismillah wa salatu wassalam ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. There is a relationship between fasting and protection from the Shaytan. Is that we know that the shahawat, the desires, are the wasila. They are the means, if you will, that Shaytan tries to lead us astray, one of the greatest means. And so that we know is that the more food and the more drink that ingest into our system, is that the more then that it will rile up our desires, and then the more then that Shaytan will have an ability to lead us astray. And this is why our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us in a hadith narrated by Bukhari and Muslim that inna shaytan la yajri min ibni Adam majra dam. Indeed, that Shaytan is that flows in the human being the way that blood circulates. And that he gave us this metaphor to understand the ways that Shaytan that affects the heart of Ibn Adam. We know that Shaytan is the source of all evil. It is these insinuations that if the human being follows them, as they will then be led astray. And so one of the things that we learn from fasting, and in particular in fasting in Ramadan, is that when you abstain from food and drink, which is that means, the greatest means that Shaytan leads you astray, is that it lessens that the way that Shaytan then impacts you. And so that the less impact that Shaytan has upon you, the more that the various things that we do will be solely for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so this is one of the great wisdoms of fasting, is that it allows us to be in a state where there is a fortress upon our heart. And that then that the insinuations of the devil, that they will have a lesser impact upon us. And that the more that this happens, the more that this opens up for us to be able to be sincere. And this is in general in fasting, but especially in the blessed month of Ramadan, is that what remains in is for us to set on a path to Allah. And it never is easy like it is in the time in the blessed month of Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.